Hey guys, Xaryu here. I was reading the comments of the last video and it looks like some people wanted a chest and tricep day, so here it is. Thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, so we're going to start it off with some incline bench press. I want you to note my form here. I'm really digging my shoulders into the back of that bench press so that I am using my chest for the motion, not using my shoulders to move this bar. So my stomach comes up a little bit, which is fine. It's just a natural movement when you have those shoulders really tucked back. Some people explain it like pretend your shoulder blades are like pinching a pencil, so that your shoulders come all the way back and your chest comes really up and big. You know, you want a really big chest in this movement. So it might look a little weird, but that's the bench press form that I'm going for here. So I started off just 45s, and the second set was 45s and 10s. This third set is 45s, 10s, and 5s. And here I'm trying to stick between a 6 to 10 rep range. So if I'm getting, less than 6 reps, I'm going to make it a little lighter. If I'm getting too many reps, I'm going to make it a little heavier. Something to note, normally I do like a reverse pyramid for this incline bench press, but recently I hurt my back a little bit about a week or week and a half ago, so I'm starting it off pretty light and easy here. I want to like work up to higher weights instead of doing a reverse pyramid style where I start higher weight and then go down in weight, because I didn't want to end up hurting myself or something. So I just started really low, nice weight, just 135, then moved up to 175 or something. I don't know, whatever, however much weight that is. And then we're gonna, so that was 4 sets of that incline. So then we're gonna move to some flat bench here. Once again, just stretching out, doing a nice light set of 135. You might note my grip is a little closer than a lot of people might suggest. This does employ a lot of the triceps, but back when I was benching a couple years ago, back in high school or something, I ripped or just tore my left pec a little bit, and it was actually out of the gym for about a month or two, and this was due to just doing too wide of a grip, and I ended up just injuring my left pec. So I like to do a closer grip. I don't mind employing a lot of my triceps in this motion, especially on the flat. I go a little bit wider on the incline press. So here we throw some 10s on each side, and just trying to stick in that 6 to 10 rep range too. If I'm getting less than 6, basically just want to move the weight down. If I'm getting 10 pretty easy, I just want to throw some more weight on. So right here I have my spot. He's helping me if I need it. Looks really, that rep looked really hard, but we get it back on. For this last set, I'm just doing feet up, back down to 135. That last set was really heavy, so I'm just gonna pump some out just as a burnout and just see how many I can get. I think I end up getting like 7, 8 reps, something like that. Maybe only 6, I don't know. But it's feeling pretty good. Feeling the burn. Definitely in that chest there. So that's good. But yeah, basically, if you're only getting 2, 3, 4 reps of something, you want to cut it. You want to cut that weight back. You want to try to stay in that 6 to 10 range. Here we're doing some flies, some flat bench flies. I'm doing only 30 pounds here. It's pretty heavy for me actually, and you see I keep my feet up. This is just to employ my core a little bit, and I feel like I get a better connection with my chest when I'm not using my feet to stabilize myself, and I'm just stabilizing myself with my core instead. But yeah, I'm just doing these flies. My dad used to tell me, pretend you're hugging a tree. It's literally that same exact motion, like you're hugging someone. I guess it could be a person, not a tree too, but yeah, just like you're hugging someone. But yeah, just want to move your arms all the way back, get them as low as you can, and then squeeze up. You want to keep that big chest, squeeze that chest. You really don't want to be pulling with your shoulders too much, or don't use too much momentum. You want to keep a nice slow motion and really just squeeze that chest. As you can see, I'm going up to 35s here, and it was kind of a mistake. So like I said, if you're only getting 4 or 5 reps, something, you might want to lower the weight a little bit. But yeah, I'm doing 35s right here. As you can see, my form is significantly worse. The reps are really hard. My elbows are bending a little bit too much. So I think for my next set, I go down a little bit in weight. So yeah, here I'm really struggling on this last rep, and trying to get it up. This girl actually comes over and helps me real quick, so yeah, that's cool. And yep, end up getting that. So I go back down to 30s for this next set because 35s are just really heavy, and as you can see, my chest seems really fatigued from those 35s, so even 30s are really heavy for me now. Gonna try to bust out as many as I can, though. This will be my last set of flies here, so I'm just gonna squeeze out every last little bit of energy I have in my chest and really, you know, focus on that squeeze. My first set looked a lot cleaner than this. My arms were a little bit straighter. But yeah, that's all I have. I'm pretty much out of juice. So here we're going to some weighted push-ups. And I'm only doing 2 sets of this, and this is pretty much to just give every last bit of pushing power I have out of my chest before we move on to triceps. So I'm not really going for any specific number here. I'm literally just going for as many reps as I can, and I'm just going to keep pushing until I have nothing left to push, and just to make sure you know, I'm using all of the power in my chest for the day. Sometimes when I do this and I didn't really hit my chest that hard, I'll be able to knock out 10, 20 push-ups, you know, weighted push-ups. But sometimes when I hit my chest really hard, I can only get 3, 4, 5 reps. And, you know, that's about it. Just depends how hard I go on chest earlier in the workout. So here, as you can see, as I fail, my friend takes the weight off. This is 10 kg, by the way, so like 22 pounds or something. And just finish up that last rep. So here we're moving on to triceps. I actually want to note that I did start with some tricep dips first, some weighted dips, and my tries were just exhausted. I normally start with 45 weighted dips, then go to 35, then go to 25. I just tried 25 and I couldn't get any. I tried some body weight and I really couldn't get too many either. So I skipped the weighted dips today. I really couldn't get any. I think I pushed pretty hard on that, you know, closer grip bench press and the push-ups, closer grip and stuff like that too. So yeah, here I'm doing some single arm, I'm not really sure what these are called. My dad used to call them French press, but I'm not sure if that's, you know, correct, but just overhead extensions, I guess. But just 15 pounds here. I think I'm going for 10 on each side. Pretty basic stuff. You want to keep that elbow pinned. You don't want to be, you know, moving that elbow around too much. You want to try to get as close to a 90-degree angle as you can and just squeeze that tricep. Here I'm moving into my second set, and I actually go for a 20-pounder, and this was also kind of a mistake. So I moved up in weight because the 15 seemed pretty light, and I got 10 on each side. And I moved up to this 20, you know, because there's no like 17-pound weight or something, and the 20 was so heavy. So I think I might, yeah, remember that for next time. But I only get a couple reps. I ended up failing on that one, and I'm moving it to the other side. And I think my left is either a little bit more fatigued today or a little bit weaker, because my left actually got a little bit less reps, so interesting. Also, I wanted to note, you know, see as I failed there and some of these cuts, I want to keep these videos as transparent as possible for you guys. I don't want to, you know, fail on something and just cut the video and, you know, refilm it or something. I mean, this is actually how I work out, so I'll just film things. If I fail, if I need a spot, you know, I'll just keep it in the video. I'm not gonna like get a picture perfect video every time for you guys. I'm just gonna, you know, give you a realistic snapshot of what I'm doing at the gym every day. Yeah, so just going into my third set, I go back down to 15 pounds. The 20 pounder was just way too heavy. Going back down to 15, and I'm pretty fatigued because that 20 pounder really gave it to me. And I think here on my left arm I get a little bit less too. So yeah, I have to work on evening my arms out. Might just be from this specific workout because I normally don't have too much of an issue with this. I think I might get the same amount, but it was just much harder and the form was a little sloppier on my left arm. So, you know, I just want to make sure my arms are, you know, pretty even. Grinding out these last couple reps, and there we got it. So here we're moving to tricep pushdowns. I have a really light weight here. I think it's maybe 30 or 40 pounds. Maybe I started at 40, went down to 30, something like that. But yeah, so here I bring it up a little past that 90 degree, and then push it back down and squeeze at the bottom and try to do a slight hold. Try to go nice and slow on these. Sometimes they'll go heavier and be more explosive, but today I decided to go nice and slow with lighter weight and really just feel out the motion. So that at the bottom, your tricep should really feel it. And just, you know, that slow squeeze all the way through. So here we're going in for a second set. Might be going a little faster on these ones. I think I actually took it down to 30 pounds. This is probably pretty light for me, but you can still, even at the super light weight, you can still definitely really feel these in the triceps. But yeah, form's looking good, feeling good. And yeah, I think this video is wrapping up here. I have one more set of tricep extensions and we'll be getting out of here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.